Hey, welcome back to the JumpSport YouTube channel. I'm here with Logan from Dad Bods and Beards, and we've gone through a bunch of iterations here. First, we talked about why you would do this, you know, what's the motivation to do this. I showed him some basic movement that he needs to know in order to do a workout, and now we're gonna finally progress to the point where Logan gets to do a full workout.
All right.
So we're gonna take those 6 movements that you learned. Let's just do it 30 seconds.
Okay.
We're gonna do 15 seconds recovery, and we're gonna do 6 movements. And that's gonna be a sufficient thing to get started. So that's just a basic workout. And people are like, well, is that enough? If it isn't enough, you can always repeat it.
Sure.
Right? So you do a 6-minute workout, and if you need 6 more minutes, then you do that same workout again. And if that's not enough, do it again. So now there's an 18-minute workout. But we're gonna start with the basics, which is 6 minutes plus your warm-up, which will be a total of about 10 minutes total.
Yeah.
And then we'll do a little cool down. And that's where the stretching is gonna come in, because I know people aren't gonna stretch twice.
Yeah, no.
So if you're gonna do some stretching, which we will do on the trampoline, we're gonna do it at the end of your workout. All right, we're gonna step up on the trampoline. We're gonna get into that basic bounce stance, shoulder width apart. Let's start with nice neutral head, looking straight forward.
And I'm at about...
Hands in a neutral position to start, right?
Yeah.
And we're just, you can use your hands. If it feels more comfortable to press down with your legs, then so be it. You can do that too. You can look at your heart rate, so you know where you're starting from.
77.
And we're gonna do 6 movements on my mark. And I'm gonna give you cues while we're going. Ready? Begin. Right? So now, again, and if it feels more comfortable, keep those hands there, and you're just pressing those palms down into the movement. Press those heels down and in.
My heels want to come up, but if I do that, I control more.
No, that's okay. Heels can come up. You're now advancing automatically without even thinking about it. You're moving to the next phase of this. You have about 10 seconds left. Okay, we're gonna go to that nice active recovery now. Now we just stand up and slowly push into that. 15 seconds. Okay, the second one's gonna be a little tougher, because remember, we're gonna move our feet to the center of the trampoline in 4, 3, 2, 1, and we're gonna now down bounce with our feet together. So this is a much narrower stance, requires you to really engage that core. Those glutes are working, and again, you're just pressing down into the trampoline. Press, press, press.
I can really feel that in my quads.
Very good.
And in my glutes, holy cow.
And recover. Okay, nice and easy. Deep breaths in through your nose, out through your mouth. Just shake your arms out.
Well, that's a really good thigh workout right there.
Okay, third movement, feet apart again, out wide. We're going to step touch, remember? 1, 2, 1, 2, and begin. Be comfortable, keep yourself engaged, right? Core's tight. Tap, tap, tap. Beautiful. Ten more seconds. And active recovery, feet apart. Shake the hands out.
Man, I'm dripping already. You can't see, I've got beads rolling down my back.
Well, that's good. Good thing we warmed up, right? Now you're already into your target zone, everything's working good. Okay, recover. Third one, we're gonna do a jack. We're gonna start with that wide feet, and we're gonna go in and out.
Okay.
In and out. Now, if you need to move your hands a little bit, that's okay. On your mark.
Where the jiggle comes in.
Get set, and go. Well, you do have a show called Dad Bods and Beards, so.
It's just job security to keep the jiggle.
The next show, you're gonna have ripped bods.
Yeah, jacked bods and beards, right? I think keeping the core squeezed and like bent legs is where I'm really feeling it.
Do you have a choice though?
No, actually I don't, now that you say that. I didn't even think about it that way.
Maybe your body's doing it automatically. It's adapting to the environment that you're in, and it's forcing you to engage and recover.
Ooh, that one got me pretty good.
Okay. Okay, the next one, we're gonna walk to the back of the trampoline. This is the scary one. Feet are together again, right?
Okay.
And we're gonna do that step down. We're gonna step forward. We're gonna really press into that trampoline. In 3, 2, 1, go. Stomp, 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 stomp. Beautiful. We're about halfway through this one. Three, 2, 1, active recovery. Put your feet apart and just shake it out.
I'm at 128.
Okay. 10 more seconds. And good. Okay, the last one, we're going to put 1 foot forward and 1 foot back. This is the cord. I'm going to challenge your coordination. So, okay, ready? And then we're going to alternate and catch and catch and catch and catch. Ready? Begin.
Ooh, that one takes some stabilizing. Holy cow. Yeah, by now my knees would definitely be screaming at me with runs or any other kind of like, you know, full body workout.
Well, you're doing so well with this, I'm going to throw in a bonus exercise right at the end of this.
Gee, thank you.
3, 2, 1, and recover. Okay, we're just going to do it. Now, wait a minute. You did it as a warm-up.
Yeah.
So you did the little running thing, and you were kind of struggling with finding your rhythm. Now you've done all these other movements all together, and we're going to finish with you just doing a jog.
Okay.
I just want you to jog for 30 seconds now and see if you get a better understanding. And now that you've been on it, the learning curve on this is really great, because when you first got here, you weren't sure what to do, and you're way more comfortable on this in just 10 minutes than you were when you first started this. Okay, so there's your recovery. Okay, last one here. We're gonna just run in place right on the treadmill.
Okay.
In 3, 2, 1, go. There you go. Look at you got the arms engaged this time. Nice high knee run. Don't even need to go that hard, but if you feel comfortable, right?
Well, I
15 seconds.
You increasing the firmness definitely helped.
In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and recover.
I know I'm up on that one. I can feel it. I can, like, my neck, I can feel it pulsing. Yeah, 138.
Okay, so that was your 7 movements, 30 seconds, 15-second recovery. That's a workout.
Yeah.
As you can attest. You tell me, was that a workout?
Oh yeah, no, I'm pretty sweaty. It was
All right.
quite
And
the
then,
workout.
look, if you did this once or twice or even 3 times a day,
Oh yeah.
it's going to be beneficial, because technically it's cumulative. So that's a 10, 12-minute workout, but you did 3 of them, that's 30 minutes. So
Yeah.
you get your cardiovascular for the day. You get, like I told you, lymphatic flow. You release happy hormones. You get an adrenaline boost. You don't have to run for a cup of coffee.
And I could feel the burn from my toes,
Okay.
like all the way up.
Okay, and now here's the magic part. You talked about stretching. So let's cover that a little bit. Now, the trampoline is in a really unique way to do this. So step back off the way you were, okay? So the first thing we do when you see people to stretch, they want to stretch their hamstrings, right? We were working on the trampoline, so the legs were very involved. So it's a raised platform. So what I want you to do is just put your heel up on there, and I want you to press your hips forward and feel the stretch in the back of that leg. And that's it, and breathe. Deep breath in, and exhale as you press into the stretch and release that tension in the hamstring, okay? Now, most people don't stretch long enough. What I like people to do is hold stretches for 20 to 30 seconds. For today's thing, we're not gonna go into that too long, so I'm gonna have you switch to the other side. But as a general rule, you wanna stretch and hold a stretch for at least 20 to 30 seconds while you're doing every one of these movements, okay?
That feels good, actually.
Now that you've stretched that way, you can just lean forward and grab the trampoline with your feet slightly apart. And that way you have somewhere to hold where, let's say you can't get to the ground or you can't touch your fingers or whatever. But the trampoline gives you a platform to lean on. And now you just push your hips back. Okay, come down, touch that trampoline. Now push your hips back. Good, and now you feel it in both And we're stretching more on the inside of those hamstrings and down into the calf.
I can feel it from my like Achilles all the way up to my glutes.
Okay, the trampoline is a very forgiving platform to do other exercises like stretch your quads and your hip flexor. So running and some of the things we were doing is definitely going to engage those hip flexors. So instead of like, well, how am I going to do that? Well, the best way to do it is you just kneel on the trampoline. You put one foot in front of the trampoline and you press your hips forward. So now you see how the trampoline becomes a nice platform to be able to do exercises that on the floor would be very uncomfortable. I want you to just press that knee in there and tell me what your experience is when you feel the difference.
Oh, it's not like you're, when you're doing it on the floor and you're just grinding your knee into a hard surface.
Well, even if you had a mat, right, you're still limited by there's a lot of forgiveness in that platform. So this is what I say, it's way more than a trampoline. So here is a platform that allows you to do stretching exercises that on the floor would be somewhat uncomfortable.
Well, and it's like a deeper stretch too, because it's...
Okay, now we really want to stretch that quad too, so we're gonna come up with our body, and now we're just gonna try to pick our heel up.
Oh.
Okay, just slightly. You can bring that other foot back so you can come up more with it. That way you can just pick this up just slightly. And the reason I have you not pull on your quad like that is because if you can curl with your hamstring, it's called active stretching. So your hamstrings are actually creating the stretch in your quad.
Yeah.
But you're in a position where your knee is pressed into something hard, and yet this is a very forgiving surface.
Gotcha.
So you're not in discomfort, and you're able to do a stretch like this as opposed to having to forcibly press your leg against something to stretch that
like
quadricep,
being on a mat
right?
or something.
And one last really cool benefit of stretching on this, I want you to just sit down with your feet straight out in front of you.
Okay.
So normally on the ground, you don't have this ability to leverage this kind of a stretch. So scoot back all the way, right? And now I want you to bring this leg over the top of this one. Okay. And you're just going to reach across and pull and stretch and that rotational exercises.
Oh yeah, I can feel
whether
that.
it's crossed or not, so you're not as quite as flexible, so you can just
flexibility is
you can just reach over and stretch to start. Just twist. Okay, go the other way. Same thing on the other side. Reach and pull. Right, and you notice you can use the trampoline as leverage, right?
Yeah.
So you can reach forward and grab and just pull yourself into that and try to pull and stretch that you wouldn't normally be able to do on the ground. Okay, so those were some of the simple basic exercises, and maybe later what we'll do is go through a full stretching routine using the JumpSport trampoline. But that's a good way to finish off that basic exercise that I just put you through. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Appreciate
this has been great.
Now when you want to get off, same thing, come on up, stand up nice and easy. And
now I need a shower.
Okay. Thanks for watching the JumpSport YouTube channel, and come back and join Logan on his next adventure.